morning, fam. I'm back with another new episode of Influencers Only for you today, full of scandals surrounding Gabi Demartino and an H&M marketing campaign gone horribly wrong, as well as which YouTuber has announced they're leaving Los Angeles for good. Check it out. Gabi Demartino just showed us all what an apology should look like by posting a lengthy message to her fans addressing an old video that keeps getting re-uploaded to the internet. In the video, Gabi is vlogging about how a homeless man in the Starbucks that she's at smelled really bad because of his feet, which he even had mold growing on them. She then goes on to show a picture of his feet before cutting away. Now, the clip is only 30 seconds long, but it turns out that 30 seconds is just long enough to have something haunt you online for forever. Despite the clip being a few years old, Gabi decided to officially address the issue now, as well as give a formal apology for her actions. She explains in the tweets that she is ashamed of her actions and she had hoped that if she ignored it for long enough, it might go away. Obviously, it hasn't, which inspired her to finally face it head on and call herself out for the whole situation. Gabi clarified that the footage should have never made it into her vlog in the first place, and even went as far as to call her younger self a delusional teenager. Now listen, this situation is obviously not a great one, and she definitely shouldn't have been making fun of a homeless person for any reason. But this particular video is a prime example of just how difficult it is to grow up in an age where social media is so prevalent. There was once a time when kids used to be able to grow up and make mistakes without it ruining their entire lives, but now that's no longer how it is. Gosh, I sound old. Nowadays, if you say the wrong thing online, it's there for forever and can haunt you for the rest of your life. Now, of course, there are levels to bad when it comes to this kind of stuff, and it's almost impossible to draw the line for when something's offensive or not, but I will say there are definitely levels of severity. Unfortunately, some actions are just examples of youthful ignorance and not an accurate reflection of people's personalities. Now, I'm not saying what your girl did was right, because it definitely wasn't, but I have mad respect for her ability to own up to it in an authentic way. I'm telling you guys, sometimes it amazes me what manages to get past teams of editors. Fashion company H&M is currently in hot water due to their own massive overlook of the insensitive and offensive nature that one of their most recent clothing promo pictures inspired. The picture in question is of a little black boy who is wearing a sweatshirt that says "coolest monkey in the jungle." Now, if that's not bad enough, there are two other animal print designs that are part of the children's clothing line that don't say that on it and are being worn by two little white boys. So in other words, they had the option and could have easily avoided this racist picture if they had just stopped and thought for a second how this would actually look on paper. Oh, and social media. The Weeknd was one of the first people to speak out against the company, and he was quickly supported by influencers King Bach and Don Benjamin. Both Don and The Weeknd have said that they don't plan on supporting H&M anymore, and King Bach even photoshopped his own clothing brand over the offensive quote on the boy's sweatshirt. Since the response, H&M has removed the image from their site in all respective platforms. But what do you guys think? Was this whole thing an honest mistake, or just one more example of how racism is still an underlying factor in big corporations, and by default, the public as well? Let me know. Vegan YouTuber Kalel just announced in a series of tweets that she's leaving Los Angeles. Despite being known as the City of Angels, I'm here to tell you that LA has the potential to kick you in the ass sometime. And Kalel's reasoning for her sudden departure is because she's had a shift in her priorities and is, simply put, not happy living in LA anymore. This isn't the first time Kalel has spoken up about these types of feelings. Just last month, she got candid about her own negativity and misery and how it affected her relationship with her now ex-fiance, Anthony Padilla. She even mentions how she doesn't understand why she seems to always feel dead inside when she has so many great things in her life. Kalel has an impressive 2 million subscribers on YouTube, and many are wondering if this move is going to have an effect on her channel. If her shift in priorities is so huge, then it begs to question whether or not that includes her desire to continue uploading content. One of the things that she says she wants to focus more on is the simplicities in her life, instead of the things that she now considers meaningless. She hasn't said anything specific about if this will affect her social media platforms, but I wouldn't be too surprised if it did. The important thing though is that she's happy, so whatever works for her, I totally support. All right, you guys, I gotta get out of here, but as always, give this video a like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of my influencer news. I'm your girl, Haley Delane. Have a great day. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.